Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. The State University of New York, the Upstate Medical University, and its College of Medicine are happy to welcome you to our commencement ceremony. Today we are part of a proud tradition in medical education. Today we share your joy and pride. As a courtesy to your neighbors, please turn off or silence all cell phones and beepers. And now, please rise as we introduce the Upstate graduates of 2014. The procession is led by the Chief Faculty Marshal, Dr. Derek Cooney. Student Marshals Nicole Chifra and Matthew Cortez are followed by their flag bearer, Marissa Reverso. Madison, and Miss Simone Seward. Officers and honored guests include Dr. David Duggan, Dean of the College of Medicine, Dr. Rajesh Dave, Dean of the Binghamton campus, Dr. Mark Schmidt, Dean of the College of Graduate Studies, Dr. Julie R. White, Dean of Student Affairs, Dr. Wanda Thompson, Senior Vice President for Operations, Dr. Lynn Cleary, Vice President for Academic Affairs and Senior Associate Dean for Education, Dr. John Seffrin, our honorary degree recipient, Mr. Thomas Taylor, Chair of the Upstate Council, Dr. Ronald Ehrenberg of the SUNY Board of Trustees, Mr. Daniel Harris, Student Speaker, Ms. Lauren Weltenham, Student Speaker, Dr. Dale Avers, Chair of the Council of the Faculty Organization, Dr. Bruce Simmons, President of the Syracuse Medical Alumni Association, and Dr. Gregory Eastwood, Interim President of Upstate Medical University. Now, please remain standing as the national anthem will be sung by Ms. Monica Morante.
Say, does that star Please sit down. Thank you. Good morning. Good afternoon. Welcome, everyone. It is my real distinct honor and pleasure to welcome you to Upstate Medical University's College of Medicine Commencement for the class of 2014. Okay. My name is David Duggan, and I am a proud alumnus and a dean of the College of Medicine. I first walked across this stage 35 years ago, but I still remember the excitement, and I'm looking forward to a great day with all of you. Today is a day for celebration, reflection, and some anticipation. Sitting on the stage behind me are the members of the class of 2014. They've reached an important milestone today. As they sit here now, they are still students. When they will exit, most will be physicians, and some will earn their Masters of Public Health or PhD degrees this weekend as well. Some will have earned multiple degrees. Most will begin working on behalf of their patients in about 6 weeks, so they've got a little time off. This is a really remarkable group of young people who are not the same as the people that you brought here when they entered 4 years ago or 3 years ago, or for some 7 years ago. When they entered, we knew that they were very bright, they were high academic achievers. We knew that they held fine reputations and held values that we hold dear. We now know that they have demonstrated that they have the knowledge, skills, and attitudes necessary to qualify them as doctors of medicine or as masters of public health. They have spent thousands of hours in classrooms and in study, learning the scientific underpinnings of medicine, and long days and weeks in the clinical settings, learning how to care for patients and the impact of public health programs on the community's health. Through their commitment, intelligence, empathy, and values, they have satisfied the demands and the standards of the faculty and are worthy to earn their degrees today. Our new doctors are now ready to be trusted with a patient's most personal and intimate information and to serve their patients' interests above all others. Our new MPH grads are ready to improve our nation's health. However, their journey is far from over. Soon they will begin the next phases of their careers. Most will pursue clinical training, but some will seek paths in research, public service, or education. For all of them, the future is very bright. They now have the tools necessary to chase their dreams. I know that they are ready and that they will do great things. They are ready to provide care to those in need, find answers to questions yet to be defined, and become leaders in their communities. They will be challenged, but they are ready. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the class of 2014. And now, if you will forgive me, I'm going to spend some time speaking to the students. This is the last chance I get to speak to them. So just a few words for all of you. First, I'm very proud of all of you. Your course of study was not easy, and you have proven yourselves worthy. Today is a day to enjoy yourselves and to celebrate with your family and friends, and to thank them for all the support they've given you over the years. As you go forward, I would like to just recommend a few things to help guide you. First, keep your priorities straight. Your first responsibilities are to your patients and to your families. Second, take care of yourself. A healthy mind and body will enable you to fulfill your responsibilities. Spend time with the people you love and that love you. Third, remember the values that you learned as a child from your parents and families. Honesty, industry, humility, and empathy should guide your actions. And fourth, you will be looked to as a leader, and you must demonstrate the personal characteristics of a good leader. Listen to others, lead by example, give others credit, maintain a steady hand on the tiller in the midst of rough seas. And remember that the clinical team that you may lead or be a part of exists to help patients in need. And lastly, follow your heart. Find those things that really excite you, and you'll never work a day in your life. Your training will sustain you and allow you to consider many options and choose those things that bring you the greatest personal satisfaction. If you find that niche, you will never have to really work a day in your life. I wish you all great professional success. I wish you happiness. I wish you excitement. I wish you contentment and satisfaction, and I'm very proud of all of you today.
It gives me great pleasure and honor to introduce Dr. Gregory Eastwood, Interim President of the State University of New York, Upstate Medical University.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the 2014 commencement exercises of Upstate Medical University. This is the latest in a 180-year tradition. Imagine that, dating back to 1834 at the beginning of our progenitor medical school, the Medical Institute of Geneva, New York. I've been thinking about commencement for many years, in particular now, in the last few weeks. There are some things that come to my mind, maybe they come to your mind too. Of course, commencement is the explicit recognition of our educational mission. That's what we're doing at this exercise, recognizing the educational achievements of our graduates. But it also is a time to contemplate what Upstate Medical University is in its full flower. We do research, we do fundamental research, we do applied research, we do clinical research, we do translational research. We also, of course, take care of people. We take care of sick people mostly, but we also take care of well people and try to preserve their wellness. And all of this, our research, our educational programs, the programs to take care of people, are due to one fundamental principle, I believe, and that is our devotion to the main purpose of medicine, and that is the welfare of the patient. We're focused on people. And so I like to think anyway that our research programs, our educational programs are aimed at that. Also, the degrees that the graduates will be receiving today, in some sense, are paper and ink, but they are, in another sense, much more than that. They represent the years of commitment, the years of work to get to today. But today is not the end. In fact, the name of today is commencement, right? Beginning. And it is the beginning. And so the degrees that the graduates get today are beginnings, are promises for a great future. So along that path that the graduates have taken for many years, each graduate has been at the point of an apex, so to speak. But behind each graduate have been many of you who are in the audience today. And I'd like to take this opportunity to recognize you. I won't recognize you as individuals, but when we're done with it, you might think I've gone through individually. Would the parents of the graduates please stand so we can recognize you? Will the husbands, wives, significant other partners please rise? Let's see the grandparents or great-grand. If you're a great-grandparent, put both your hands up. So let's recognize the children, even the little ones that can be lifted up. Children, please rise. So how about the brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, friends, everybody else? And finally, I'd like to recognize the faculty who are represented by the first three rows. Faculty, would you please stand up so we can express our appreciation. So on behalf of the faculty and the staff and the administration and the volunteers and all the people who help Upstate Medical University work, I congratulate each of the graduates today, and I am proud of you, and I anticipate even greater things in the future. Thank you very much.
The degrees from the College of Medicine will now be conferred by President Eastwood. Dr. Thomas Dennison, Associate Director of the CNY MPH program, will present recipients from the Central New York Masters in Public Health program.
Dr. Eastwood, as Associate Director of the CNY Master of Public Health program, I have the honor to present these recipients of the degree of Master of Public Health. They have satisfied the requirements established by the faculty and have been recommended by the faculty for the receipt of the degree.
Will all candidates for the Master of Public Health degree in the College of Medicine please rise? By virtue of the authority vested in me by the trustees of the State University of New York, upon completion of all requirements, I confer upon you the degree Master of Public Health with all its rights, privileges, and obligations. Please come forward to be recognized.
Rachel Donovan. Catherine O.J. Magdalena Postlovska. Jessica Soul. Lindsay Tiroli. Catherine Tyndall. Xin Wang. Lauren Wetterhahn.
Dr. Eastwood, the CNY Master of Public Health program offers a certificate of advanced study in public health. I now have the honor to present the recipients of the Certificate of Advanced Study in Public Health. They have satisfied the requirements established by the faculty and have been recommended by the faculty for receipt of the certificate.
Koshal Nanavati. Dr. David Duggan, Dean of the College of Medicine, will now present the recipients of the degree Doctor of Medicine.
President Eastwood, as Dean of the College of Medicine, I have the honor to present these recipients of the degree Doctor of Medicine. They have satisfied the requirements established by the faculty and have been recommended by the faculty for the receipt of this degree.
Will all candidates for the degree Doctor of Medicine please rise? By virtue of the authority vested in me by the trustees of the State University of New York, upon completion of all requirements, I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Medicine with all its rights, privileges, and obligations. Please come forward to be recognized.
Will the first row of medical graduates please come forward? Danso Ako AJ. Ilya Alexic. Dr. Laura Andrews. Dr. Andrews is the recipient of the Gamma Chapter of AOA Robert Ike Award, two-time recipient of the Medical Alumni Merit Award, AMWA Glasgow Rubin Citation for Academic Achievement, the Merck Manual Award, and the Patrick T. Matthews 03 Memorial Award. Dr. Kyle Armstrong. Dr. Armstrong is a member of the Gold Humanism Honor Society and a student in the Rural Medical Education Program. Say your last name. Dr. Agnes Eseidu. Dr. Patrick Audley. Dr. Elias Awad. Dr. Awad is a member of the AOA and the holder of the Gold Humanism Honor Society membership. Dr. Adiola Owamolo. Dr. Angela Aziz Donnelly. Dr. Andrew Bachman. Dr. Bachman is a member of the Gold Humanism Honor Society and was a student in the Rural Medical Education Program. Dr. Chetna Bakshi. Dr. Kylie Bax. Dr. Bax is a member of the Gold Humanism Honor Society. Say it for me. Okay. Dr. Nantawan Benja Athan Syracuse. Dr. Jessica Berry. Dr. Patrick Beyer. Dr. Nikki Bichet. Dr. Jordan Black. Dr. Kirby Black. Dr. Black was a student in the Rural Medical Education Program. Say your last name. Dr. Mark Briazano. Dr. Briazano is a member of the Alpha Omega Alpha Honor Society, has won the Student Research Day Award, is a member of the APC Pathology Chair Honor Society, and the Excellence in Pathology Award. Dr. Carlos Enrique Brown, Jr. Dr. Richard Brown. Daniel Bryan. Dr. Daniel Bryan. Dr. Bryan is a member of AOA and holds the AOA Gamma Chapter Robert Ike Award, also the Medical Alumni Merit Award, and the APC Pathology Chair Honor Society. Dr. Andrea Buenrostro. Dr. Elise Keynes. Dr. Christopher Keola. Dr. Vincent Caleo. Dr. Caleo has won the Gold Humanism Honor Society Award, Excellence in Emergency Medicine Award, and the Leonard Toe Humanism in Medicine Award. Dr. Rocco Matthew Cambereri. Dr. Cece Carter. Dr. Carl Casimir. Dr. Anthony Chevroletti. Dr. Chevroletti is a member of the AOA Honor Society. Dr. John Choi. Dr. Jamie Serbus. Dr. Neil Cohen. Dr. Matthew Conlon. Dr. Conlon is a member of AOA, holds the Pathology Chair Honor Society Award, the Merck Manual Award, and was a student in the Rural Medical Education Program. Dr. Matthew Connolly. Dr. Connolly is a member of the Gold Humanism Honor Society, the American College of Emergency Medicine Physicians Medical Student Award and Professionalism and Service Award. Dr. Jessica Cook. Dr. Christine Crana. Dr. Crana is a member of the AOA, the AMWA Glasgow Rubin Citation for Academic Achievement, the Binghamton Campus Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology Award, and the Binghamton Campus Ronald Krzyzanowski Award. Dr. Delanda Mariama Diallo. Dr. Victoria DeMarco. Dr. Julian Christopher Duda. Dr. Jessica E. Dr. Esther Engelman. Dr. Christina Fiorenza. Dr. Fiorenza is a member of the AOA and has received the AMWA Glasgow Rubin Citation for Academic Achievement. Dr. Andrew Fisher. Dr. Christina Fox. Dr. Robert Freeman. Dr. Yevgeny Frevert. Dr. Elise Friedel. Dr. Jacqueline Aliata Gallup. Dr. Jeremy Ganellis. Dr. Kristen Gergelis.
Say it for me.
Dr. Oyan Ghosh.
Luca, Tudor, Georgia. Georgia. Yeah.
Dr. Luca Tudor, Georgia.
Yeah, I wondered about the G.
Dr. Matthew Nurkey. Dr. Nurkey is a member of the AOA and has earned the AOA Gamma Chapter Robert Ike Award. Dr. Kalia Grant.
Say it one more time.
Dr. Stephanie Guerreri. Dr. Guerreri has won the Binghamton Campus Department of Neuroscience Award. Dr. Rahul Gupta. Dr. Gupta has earned the AOA Gamma Chapter Robert Ike Award. Dr. Fareed Farhan Haddad.
Handel? Okay.
Dr. Andrew Handel. Dr. Handel has won the Gold Humanism Honor Society Award. Dr. Brian Hanrahan. Dr. Daniel Harris. Dr. Harris has won the Medical Alumni Citizen Award, the Gold Humanism Honor Society, Binghamton Campus Department of Family Medicine Award, the Ernest Carhart and Paul Palmer MD Award, the Stuart I. Gurman MD Award, and he was a student in the Rural Medical Education Program. I need a drink after that. Hockey. Yeah. Dr. David Hockey. Dr. Hockey is a member of the AOA and holds the Gold Humanism Honor Society Award. Dr. Holden Heitner. Dr. Stacy Hennick.
Megan or Megan?
Dr. Megan Hirschberg.
Say it. Who?
Dr. Yachi Hu. Dr. Hu is a member of the AOA Honor Society.
Say it for me. Who's going to say that?
Dr. Kiali Iyaya. Dr. Iyala holds the Gold Humanism Honor Society membership, Binghamton Campus Department of Surgery Award, and the James L. Potts, MD, Medical Principles Award.
Sean?
Dr. Lishan Janil Jackson.
Shevsky. Yeah, Shevsky.
Dr. Karen Yanushevsky.
Jarkin.
Dr. Lauren Jarkin. Dr. Ryota Kashiwasaki. Dr. Kashiwasaki is a member of AOA and holds the Gold Humanism Honor Society membership. There's less K. Okay. Dr. Melissa Kay. Dr. Kay holds the Binghamton Campus Department of Psychiatry Award. Dr. Nicole Keefe, recipient of the Medical Student Research Program Certificate. Dr. Joshua Keller.
Say your last name.
Dr. Michael Canderes.
Say your name.
Dr. Boris Koldarov.
Jim.
Dr. Chang Kim. Dr. Jungjin Kim. Dr. Kim holds the Robert E. Nesbert Junior MD Student Award. Dr. Wing Tai Kong. Dr. Karthik Kota. Dr. Kota is a member of the AOA.
Matthew Cutler.
Dr. Matthew Kotlov.
Michael Kofi Bachi. Michael Kofi Bachi.
Okay. Dr. Michael Kofi Kwachi.
Trevor Jose Laborda.
Dr. Trevor Jose Laborda. Dr. Laborda is a member of the Gold Humanism Honor Society. We agree. Good, we agree. Dr. Christine Lagrada. Dr. Kristen Landry. Dr. Spencer Langevin. Dr. Kathleen Leje. Dr. Stacy Lynn. Dr. Elizabeth Lucito. Dr. Lucito has earned the Medical Alumni Citizen Award. Dr. Mallory Lustombo. Dr. Grace Luck.
Luncheon Hillman?
Luncheon Hillman. Or is it Hillman?
Hillman. Thank you.
Dr. Andrea Luncheon Hilleman. Dr. Luncheon Hilleman has earned the AMWA Glasgow Rubin Citation for Academic Achievement and has earned the James L. Potts, MD Medical Principles Award. Dr. Christopher Ma. Dr. Ma has earned the Student Research Day Award. Dr. Gregory Mack. Dr. Mack is the president of the local chapter of the Gold Humanism Honor Society. Dr. Joanne Abby Martinez Marcigan.
Oh, well. Oops.
Dr. Sean Michael Marks. Dr. Marks has earned the David G. Murray, MD Orthopedic Surgery Award. Dr. Joseph McDonald. Dr. McDonald is a member of the AOA Honor Society. Mary Alice McNamara. Dr. Mary Alice McNamara. Dr. McNamara is a member of AOA and has earned the Binghamton Campus Department of Pediatrics Award. Dr. Natalia Miles. Oh. Dr. Youngho Manali. Okay. Dr. Marlon Oriole Mitchell. Dr. Natalie Mora. Dr. Mora has earned the Herbert Lurie MD Award and is also receiving a Master's in Public Health from Rutgers University. Dr. Julia Morrison. Dr. Andre Moiko. Dr. Moiko is a member of the AOA. Dr. Hader Ali Nazir. Dr. Ryan Neidhart. Dr. Neidhart has earned the Binghamton Campus Department of Internal Medicine Award. Dr. Rochelle Nelson. Dr. Nelson is a member of AOA and the Gold Humanism Honor Society. Dr. Shananya Naji.
Gabriel Illigan.
Dr. Gabriel Oligan. Dr. Oligan is a member of the Gold Humanism Honor Society and was a student in the Rural Medicine Medical Education Program.
Nadia.
Dr. Nadia Oroz. Dr. Oroz has earned the Bruce Deering Writing Award and was a student in the Rural Medical Education Program. Dr. Maxine Owusu.
DeJesus.
Perfect. And Palermo.
It's Danielle. Danielle.
Dr. Daniela De Jesus Palermo. Dr. Palermo has won the Medical Alumni Citizen Award, the Mark Hollander MD Psychiatry Award, the Medical Society of the State of New York Community Service Award, and the SUNY Chancellor's Award for Student Excellence.
Anjali Patel.
Dr. Anjali Patel. Dr. Patel has earned the Gold Humanism Honor Society membership. Dr. Avni Patel. Dr. Zinal Patel. Dr. Marcia Melissa Pierre. Dr. Christopher Polito. Dr. Tharani Rajeswaran. Dr. Timothy Reed. Dr. Reed is a member of the Gold Humanism Honor Society. Dr. Carl Reisig. Dr. Reisig is a member of AOA and has earned the Kelsey Foundation Award. Dr. Sonia Raplansky. That's important, I know. Dr. Leah Robison. Dr. Robison has earned the AMA Glasgow Rubin Citation for Academic Achievement. Marisa. Oh. Dr. Marisa Riverso. Dr. Brendan Rogers. Dr. Jacob Shenek. Dr. Jay Shah. Dr. Sarina Sharaga. Dr. Eric Schwartz. Dr. Schwartz is a member of the Gold Humanism Honor Society.
Maya Silbert.
Dr. Maya Silbert. Dr. Silbert is a member of the Gold Humanism Honor Society. Dr. Arindam Singha.
Story.
Dr. Christopher Story. Dr. Michelle Stram. Dr. Stram has earned the Pathology Department Award.
Stortka.
Dr. Carolyn Stwartka.
Ali Sulu.
Dr. Ali Said. Dr. Said is a member of AOA, has earned the Medical Alumni Merit Award, the Gold Humanism Honor Society Award, AOA Gamma Chapter Robert Ike Award, Excellence in Anatomical Sciences Award, Merck Manual Award, and the Outstanding Medical Student in Urology Award.
Tabby.
Dr. Sarah Tabby. Dr. Justin Taylor. Dr. Taylor has received the Bruce Farrell MD Award. Dr. Tonya Tewo. Dr. Kelly Tizovic.
Titone.
Dr. Lauren Titone. Dr. Titone is a member of AOA and has received the AMLA Glasgow Rubin Citation for Academic Achievement. Dr. Justin Tsai. Dr. Caitlin Tidings.
Alberg.
Dr. Scott Alberg.
Valente.
Dr. Matthew Valente. Dr. Valente is a member of AOA, has received the Medical Alumni Citizen Award, the Gold Humanism Honor Society, and received the award in pediatrics in the name of Howard L. Weinberger, MD.
Wasnard.
Dr. Wasnard Victor. Dr. Timothy Vo.
My last name is Murat Alexander.
Dr. Marat Alexander Volman. Dr. Volman is president of the AOA chapter and has received the Robert Ike Award. He's also received the Medical Alumni Association Academic Achievement Award and Merit Award, the APC Pathology Chair Honor Society, David Turner Award, Merck Manual Award, Pathophysiology Outstanding Achievement Award, and the William J. Williams Award in Internal Medicine. Got them all. Say your name. Dr. Paul Wackero. Dr. Matthew Wasser. Dr. Andrew White. Dr. Kaylin Wilcox.
Right.
Dr. Colin Wright. Dr. Christine Yang. Dr. Yang is a member of the AOA and received the AMWA Glasgow Rubin Citation for Academic Achievement. Dr. Tombra Govina. Dr. Reed. Dr. Daniel Zaccarini. Dr. David Zelke. Dr. Zelke has earned the Gold Humanism Honor Society membership. Ziplo. Dr. Jason Ziplo. The recipients of the two doctoral degrees, Doctor of Medicine and Doctor of Philosophy, will be presented by Dr. Mark Schmidt, Dean of the College of Graduate Studies, and Dr. David Duggan, Dean of the College of Medicine.
Dr. Eastwood, Dr. Duggan and I have the honor to present these graduates who participated in Upstate's MD PhD program, which over approximately 7-year period allows students to complete the requirements of both the College of Medicine for the Doctor of Medicine degree and the College of Graduate Studies for the Doctor of Philosophy degree. These students graduate as physician scientists who, by combining the practice of medicine in the clinic with biomedical research in the laboratory, are uniquely trained and focused to bring power and modern science to our understanding and treatment of human disease.
Will the candidates receiving both doctoral degrees, Doctor of Medicine and Doctor of Philosophy, please rise. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the trustees of the State University of New York, upon completion of all requirements, I confer upon you the degrees Doctor of Medicine and Doctor of Philosophy with all the rights, privileges, and obligations. Please come forward to be recognized.
Dr. Tiffany Kaza. Dr. Kaza has received the SUNY Chancellor's Award for Student Excellence.
Say your first name.
Dr. Evalia Geneva. Dr. Geneva has received the Student Research Day Award.
Say your last name again.
Dr. Petya Radova.
The physician's oath in the tradition of Hippocrates and Elizabeth Blackwell, which is printed in your program, will be administered to the medical graduates by Dean David Duggan. Dr. Duggan has been selected for this honor by the graduating class. Will the medical graduates of the College of Medicine please rise?
Well, congratulations, everyone. You have now earned your degree, and this represents the judgment of the faculty of the College of Medicine. You have the knowledge, skills, and attitude that are prerequisite for gaining the public's trust as a doctor. Consequent to this, you can pursue residency training and obtain a license from the state to practice medicine. It's a very significant achievement. But that was the easy part. It means that you've satisfied the minimum requirements to legally practice, but none of you aspire to the minimum standard. I know that. Now you must consider taking an oath in which you promise, in the company and witness of your families, peers, mentors, to seek excellence and to make your patient's best interest determine your actions. This is a pledge to yourself. It is a personal commitment. It is not required for a license. It is more important than that. Most of the time this should be easy, but it can be very hard. Most of the time the choices are clear, but they can be fuzzy. How you decide may only be known unto you. You may choose not to consider such questions, or you may act consciously. You may choose to avoid conflicts, or you may choose to act responsibly. How you choose will reveal your character. I have great confidence that when faced with these choices, you will do the right thing for your patient. I have faith that you will earn your patient's trust every day. Now, please repeat after me. I enthusiastically commit my life to serving patients. I will practice my profession with integrity, dignity, and humility. The welfare of my patients will be my first consideration, and I will advocate for them. May I never see anything in the patient but a fellow human in need. I will treat all patients with compassion, no matter how much they differ from me. I will preserve my patient's confidentiality and respect my patient's choices. I will work together with my colleagues in service of our patients. I will acknowledge my limits, maintain my skills, and seek help when needed. I will give to my teachers the respect and gratitude that is their due, be a role model for students, and share my knowledge with patients and colleagues. I make these promises solemnly, freely, and upon my honor. May I keep this oath and, in so doing, experience the joy of healing those who seek my help. Let's hear it for the class of 2000. Please be seated.
Lauren Wetterhahn has been selected by the Masters of Public Health class of 2014 as their student speaker. Will Ms. Wetterhahn please come forward?
Thank you very much for the introduction, Dr. Cooney. And thank you to my fellow Masters of Public Health graduates for giving me the honor of delivering our student address. On a day of celebration of our achievements, I think it is fitting to recognize the many people who have supported us during our time here. There have been many of them, from community preceptors to Upstate and Syracuse University staff members, professors, mentors, loved ones, and fellow students, many more than I can count. And the sources of support that I have drawn upon while working towards this degree are not the same as my classmates. However, much of what I have learned is due to the people I was learning with, and this makes me thankful to those people who have supported my classmates, now colleagues, throughout their degrees. The apparent similarities between us, which I think might have been obvious as we walked across the stage, belie the range of backgrounds represented in our program. But just to be clear for anyone watching today who might be considering pursuing a Master's of Public Health, we really do accept male applicants. It occurs to me that many of you in the audience here today to celebrate a loved one's graduation from medical school and a fair share of our own parents and supporters might not be entirely clear about exactly what one does with a Master's of Public Health. I know I have been asked this very question dozens of times. People with public health degrees often work for local or state health departments, federal agencies like the CDC, not-for-profit organizations ranging from community health coalitions to international NGOs like the World Health Organization, for schools, big businesses' employee health programs, hospitals, large medical practices, and universities. We almost never work alone. Public health as a field is incredibly broad and essentially requires a multidisciplinary, team-based approach. It encompasses public policy, epidemiology, healthcare economics, administration, communication, health promotion, biostatistics, and environmental health. The mission of public health, borrowing a bit from the World Health Organization, is to assure the conditions necessary for people to be healthy. I'll say that again, to assure the conditions necessary for people to be healthy. Unlike medicine, we don't focus on individual patients. Instead, we are concerned with the health of populations. Our primary tools are prevention and health promotion, not treatment. There's an oft-repeated story in public health called the river parable that illustrates this. In short, a group of people notice someone drowning in the river along where they are standing. They rescue the person, but then another drowning person appears, and another, more than the rescuers can handle. And at some point, one of the rescuers leaves the others to go upstream to see why all of those people are falling into the river in the first place. I think one of the reasons this story is so popular is because it portrays us in public health as rather witty for abandoning the rescue to go search upstream. It is also where the concept of going or working upstream was popularized, a concept that has been gaining ground outside of public health, including in medicine. While I think the river story is a very apt metaphor for the state of healthcare in the United States, in truth, people will wind up in the river regardless of the robustness of the public health response. And as future patients, I think we can all agree that once we're in the river, having dedicated and focused rescuers is more important than someone figuring out how we first fell in. I bring up this story to get all of us on this stage thinking about how we can work together to reduce sickness and suffering in the world. We in public health may never touch a single patient, but I am very optimistic standing here with my classmates and our physician counterparts that our combined skills will make a real difference in the world. Thank you.
Daniel Harris has been selected by the Doctor of Medicine class of 2014 as their student speaker. Will Dr. Harris please come forward?
This is beyond words. So I have some words. I need to echo Lauren and say, as I represent my class, the foremost thing to do is lay out a big blanket thank you. To everyone in this room, to everyone who could not make it, everyone who was here in spirit, each person that taught us anything, anyone that even just held a door open for our dear grandmother, or aunt, or uncle, or mother, or father, or say, local diner's short order cook. Everyone deserves a fair share of our gratitude. But deserve isn't the right word, and there's no need to ration this thanks. You receive the thanks to meet the love that you give. Maybe love is always wanting to say thank you. We have come a long way as a class. We've worked so hard in such close partnership that I believe we've known each other from before somehow. We are old friends. The song Old Lang Syne is pretty much banished to New Year's Eve, if network television even feels like playing it. Let's put it to good use today and ask the question, should old acquaintance be forgot and ever brought to mind? We'll never forget each other. The future is full of reminders to bring our old friends to mind. I think we will all steal a good deal of one another too. Let's cut to the part where I read poetry to all of you fine people. The spirit of our class is happy. Ogden Nash wrote The Anatomy of Happiness. Lots of truisms don't have to be repeated, but there is one that has got to be, which is that it is much nicer to be happy than it is not to be. And I shall even add to it by stating unequivocally and without restraint that you are much happier when you are happy than when you ain't. Mr. Nash goes on, but let's skip ahead and ignore context. There is only one kind of happiness that I take the stump for, which is the kind that comes when something so wonderful falls in your lap that joy is what you jump for. Mr. Nash suggests that true happiness is not of your own doing. We can all agree that today is something that we did, but the life we have is not of our own doing. Our blue sky opened and popped out everyone here and everyone else that helped us to get here. It feels like a miracle and it feels like a dream. We all have big dreams and we all hope for everyone's health and happiness. That's going to be our job, our life's work. When you think about it, it is beyond words. So let's cut to the part where I play ukulele for all of you fine people. Not such a long, long time ago, does anyone remember how mid school sometimes made us smile? Yes, I knew if we had a chance, we could make Paul Shanley dance, and maybe he'd be happy for a while. This February made me tremble with every rank list I assembled. Now there's big news on the doorstep, and oh man, I cannot stand the word STEM. And I can't remember much at all, but I'll recite the oath and heed the call, and I will not go to school this fall. Today, we graduate and become doctors. Today, we graduated and became doctors. Did you read the book Robbins, and did you have faith in accreditation when Dr. Duggan told us so? Now do you believe in pharmaceuticals? Can evidence save your patient's soul? And can you admit to everything that you don't know? Well, I know that you chose a medicine to change the world you're living in. So walk a mile in your patient's shoes, 'cause I know that that's still true. We'll be lonely interns donning scrubs, our hearts that pounding like a love hubbub, but we're going to make it in BT dubs. Today, we graduated and became doctors. Oh, today, we graduated and became doctors. levee was dry. And boys and girls will drink their whiskey and rye, singing, "This has been the time of my life. This has been the time of our life." So bye bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And boys and girls will drink their whiskey and rye, singing, "This has been the time of my life. This has been the time of our life." Thank you.
Well, folks, I'm not even going to try. All right. Today, the State University of New York, Upstate Medical University will award an honorary degree to Dr. John Seffrin. I refer you to your program, which describes Dr. Seffrin's accomplishments. Mr. Thomas Taylor, who is the chair of the Upstate Medical University Council, will read the citation. Dr. Ronald Ehrenberg, member of the Board of Trustees of the State University of New York, will confer the honorary degree. Dr. Ehrenberg will be assisted by Dr. Cooney, Chief Marshal.
Citation, State University of New York to John R. Seffrin. Under your leadership as CEO of the American Cancer Society, you have touched the lives of countless people through your sustained efforts to promote the value of research and prevention. Your influence and commitment to public awareness has allowed the Society to become the world's largest voluntary health organization dedicated to cancer. With approximately $1 billion in resources, your organization saves lives by helping people stay well and get well, by finding cures, and by facing cancer with united strength and resolve. You have been on the front lines of the war against cancer for many years, not only in this prominent role, but also in years prior as one of the Society's 3 million volunteers nationwide. As a true humanitarian, you understand that cancer is all about people. During your tenure, you have made your organization's voice heard in legislatures around this country and in forums worldwide. You have transformed this group into one of the most progressive health organizations in the world. Your career achievements run parallel to your accomplishments as a prolific author and educator, offering your service on numerous boards for the betterment of your fellow human beings. As Upstate Medical University continues its leadership role in cancer care with the opening of the Upstate Cancer Center, your leadership serves as an inspiration to our institution. For your accomplishments in all these fields, the State University of New York is pleased to confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Science.
By the authority vested in me by the trustees of the State University of New York, the faculty of the State University of New York concurring, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa, and invest you with the rights and privileges pertaining thereunto. In token thereof, I hand you this diploma and direct that you be vested with a hood appropriate to your degree.
Please welcome Dr. Suffren to the podium.
Well, thank you very much for this great honor. It means so much to me because it comes from such a distinguished faculty of a great institution with such fantastic new graduates. So this is a special day for me. I was sitting there thinking, the late great comedian Jack Benny once received an award, not maybe quite as prestigious as this, but very important. And he got up to receive it and he says, you know, I don't really deserve this, but I have arthritis and I don't deserve that either. So I don't know if I deserve this, but I accept it for the many, many growing numbers of cancer survivors in the world, for the 6,000 professional staff and the 3 million full-time volunteers I've had the privilege of working with over the past 2 decades as the CEO and 2 decades before that as a volunteer. Perspective is so important on a day like today because this is a point in time and a great celebration. But we need to remember that your American Cancer Society next week will celebrate its 101st birthday. And when our organization got started, any serious diagnosis of cancer was a virtual death sentence, only to be preceded by a protracted period of pain and suffering. Thank God we've made huge progress, and now 2 out of 3 cancer survivors in America survive long term. It's a great achievement. The American Cancer Society published 1 year ago, last January, the first ever cancer facts and figures on cancer survivorship. For all those years, we published cancer facts and figures on how many new sites by state, but now we've published cancer survivors because there are 28 million cancer survivors in the world, and 50% of them live in the United States of America that has 5% of the world's population. That's a tremendous achievement by any measure. I want to turn to these wonderful, young, much younger than I graduates that I get to share the dais with and say to them how important they are, because this success proves something that we now have evidence of, and that is most of the suffering from cancer today in America and most of the 1,500 people who will die today of cancer are suffering and dying needlessly. We don't have all the answers, but we have a bushel basket full of answers that aren't being applied. And it's going to take the master's degree in public health folks and the interventions in the upstream, Lauren, and medicine, and continue to research to solve the problem. But think about it. Cancer has been around for millennia. We can document it in dinosaurs and Egyptian mummies, but if we do the right things, we could bring cancer under control as a major public health problem in this century. And so I turn, would that be something? And so I turn, if we do it, it is going to take all of you. All of you. It's going to be an admixture of prevention, health promotion, and early detection and proper treatment. We can do it if you commit yourselves to it. It is said the human being is the only animal that both laughs and cries, and that's because we somehow know the difference between what is and what ought to be. You have the chance of being extraordinary human beings by changing what is into what could be a world with less cancer and more birthdays. Let me conclude by saying my wish for all of you is sincere, simple, and profound. In the words of Jonathan Swift, may you live all the days of your life. Thank you very much.
It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Bruce Simmons, President of the Medical Alumni Association.
It's truly an honor to address the College of Medicine class of 2004 on graduation day. Congratulations to all of you and your families from the Medical Alumni Association. Additionally, I want to also congratulate the graduates of the Master of Public Health program who are also included in the Medical Alumni Association. I remember the excitement and sense of personal satisfaction I felt in my graduation day 35 years ago. Yes, with Dr. Duggan here, both classmates. But there was also a measure of uncertainty and insecurity as I moved to the next step in my career. You will soon learn, as I did, that your education here at Upstate has prepared you well for the next step. Over the course of your career, there will be many changes in medicine. You will change as well as you become more knowledgeable and confident. As you move forward, always remember that compassion is and will always be an essential component of being a complete physician. Today, you join the ranks of the alumni of the College of Medicine, a distinction I hope you will always value. Your education here has provided the foundation for all that you achieve in your medical career. The Medical Alumni Association is delighted to have been a contributor and supporter to the class of 2004. We truly value our role as alumni supporting future alumni, which begins with a white coat ceremony and continues in many forms, including books and study aids, support for events, and reimbursements for travel, conferences, and workshops. Many of you have been recipients of the scholarships made possible by the generous donations of the alumni. Your support of the Medical Alumni Association in the coming years will provide the same for future students. Please consider that your ongoing involvement will help to assure the quality and reputation of this institution and will enhance the standing of all of us that hold a degree. Again, on behalf of the Medical Alumni Association, congratulations, stay connected, and the best of luck to you all.
Dr. Simmons will present the Medical Alumni Awards. He will be assisted by Dr. Rajesh Dave, Dean of the Binghamton campus, and Julie Rawls-White, Dean of Student Affairs. The class of 2014 recognizes faculty and departments by nominating them to receive awards from the Medical Alumni Association. With this year's recipients of the Medical Alumni Awards, please come forward as I announce your name. For the Philip B. Armstrong Award, Dr. Susan Stearns. The Basic Science Department Teaching Award, recipient, Pharmacology. This award will be accepted by Dr. Joseph Stein. The Syracuse Campus Clinical Faculty Teaching Award, Dr. Amit Damoon. Syracuse Campus Clinical Department Teaching Award, Internal Medicine. This award is being accepted by Dr. Amit Damoon. Binghamton Campus Clinical Faculty Teaching Award, Dr. Paula Dygert. Binghamton Campus Clinical Department Teaching Award, Psychiatry. This award will be accepted by Dr. Rajesh Dave. Dr. Lynn Cleary will now present the Leonard Tao Humans Award in Medicine Faculty Award. This award, given by the Arnold P. Gold Foundation, recognizes and honors a faculty member who demonstrates the highest standard of integrity, excellence, compassion, altruism, respect, empathy, and service. Dr. Sheila Lemke has been selected by the graduating class to receive this award. We'll now begin the commissioning ceremony for the Health Profession Scholarship Program students. Presenting for the U.S. military is Major Kevin Taylor. Will the students who are being commissioned please come forward and face the audience?
Good afternoon. Welcome, family, friends, and graduates. I'm truly honored to be here today to recognize the members of this graduating class who have not only overcome the demanding challenges of medical school, but have also elected to serve their country by volunteering for the military's highly competitive Health Professions Scholarship Program. In choosing to serve as military medical professionals, they enter into a long tradition of dedicated men and women who have committed themselves to the principle of selfless service, both in the care of their patients and in defense of their nation. In the coming years, they will train alongside some of the best physicians our military has to offer, and will undoubtedly experience the great privilege that comes with serving our nation's service members, their families, and the veterans who have sacrificed so much for this country. It is an honor to accept them into this great tradition, and I look forward to serving alongside them, especially since one of them is my brother. At this time, I will administer the oath of office. Will U.S. Navy Reserve Ensign Patrick Beyer please step forward and repeat after me? I state your name. Having been appointed a lieutenant in the United States Navy, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I am about to enter. So help me God. Will U.S. Navy Reserve Ensign Justin Taylor please step forward? Thanks. And repeat after me. I state your name. Having been appointed a lieutenant in the United States Navy, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I am about to enter. So help me God.
At the closing of the commissioning ceremony now, would you please additionally congratulate the outstanding students that we just recognized? I'd like to recognize any veterans in the audience or on the stage, among the stage party, or among the graduates. Could you stand up and we can just recognize you at this time, please?
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our ceremony. Please join me in congratulating all of our graduates one more time. Thank you for helping us, this joyous occasion, be even more joyous. There will be a reception immediately following the ceremony at the Campus Activities Building. The recipients of awards may pick up their award at the awards table. At the reception, a photographer is available to take photos of graduates with their families and faculty. As a reminder, graduates will recess to the outside of the building. Please meet your graduate outside. Please remain seated until the faculty and graduates have exited. Thank you and good day.